I'm not proud to watch the news. There's a lot of things I'm not proud of right now. And it's because we've had 35 years of Democrat governorship and Democrat government in general in the state of Washington. So, hey, real quick before I get into all this. So the candidates have some stuff in the back. It's important that we support these candidates. There's a guy from the Cult campaign back here, so he's got some signs that he's selling. Jill has some signs, Damien, Dan, myself. There's all kinds of stuff back there. The Turning Point folks have some raffles over here. And she's waving her hand. Get back there, give them some money. That'd be great. I also have some cool raffles. I don't know if you guys know this about me, but I like cool stuff. I like to give away, you know, things like guns and accessories and holders and stuff like that. So I've got some raffles back there. And any tickets we sell for my raffles or anything we sell off of my swag, I'm going to give 10% to the Turning Point USA guys because they're doing a great job. And my wife was looking at me like, I can't believe you just added that to my tasking. Because we didn't talk about this. But it makes sense, right? Because we need the youth of America to get out there and do this stuff. So I, like what Jill said, is one of those guys that can go, go, go. And I just don't slow down. So I prepared some stuff. And I know I'm going to get off task. And I know I'm going to get off subject. But first of all, I want to thank you guys for this opportunity. I want to thank Turning Point for this opportunity. I want to thank Island County. I want to thank Skagit County. I want to thank all the candidates because we are a team of conservative candidates. And together we'll win as a team. But divided, what happens if we divide?
No
We
good.
all heard it, right? A little bit of participation, right? Divided, we fall. We fall. Why do you think for 35 years now we haven't been able to have a Republican government in the state of Washington? Because we've been told year after year after year that our vote doesn't count. You're a Republican, you're such a minority in Washington, your vote doesn't count. Well, I'm here to tell you your vote does count. As a matter of fact, I was just talking to a lady, Monica, out on San Juan Island. And she called me on the phone and she said, you know what, we are sick. I've been a lifelong Democrat, she says, and we're sick of what we're getting from the Democrats right now. We're sick of Rick Larson. We're sick of Seattle. We don't even vacation down there. These people come up here and they bring that to our islands. And she asked me a few things. And mind you, they were things that were difficult for me to answer because I'm not as Democrat as she was. But when it was all said and done, we had a good conversation. And you know what she said? She said, I'm voting for you.
Awesome.
She says, I'm voting Republican this time.
That's hard to do.
A group of folks
Over there.
of Democrat friends of hers that are like-minded who are sick of what they're seeing, and we're going to go see those people on the 3rd of October in San Juan Island. And it's going to be awesome. And I'm very happy to do that. So, we've got a very diverse crowd here, age-wise. So I want to talk specifically to some folks. I want to talk to grandparents. I want to talk to parents. And I want to talk to the future families of America. And I want you guys to take a look at what's going on in our society today. An honest look at what's going on in our society today. And I want you to think about it. And I'm going to make a few statements here, and we'll ponder this. So healthcare, it's more expensive than it's ever been, and it's harder to use than it's ever been. How is that helpful? It's not, right? Our education system has created an entire generation of people who feel entitled rather than obligated, who feel entitled rather than responsible for their own actions, right? We got to work on this stuff. People are being criminalized for non-crimes. So we're going to talk about law and order a little bit. People are being criminalized for non-crimes. And yet, criminals are being lauded, even encouraged by our media and our left-leaning government for actually committing crimes. I mean, can you believe that? For actually committing crimes. Big government is wasting our assets. Big government is wasting our resources with very little to no accountability. I'll get on a side note on this one right now because I'm thinking about it. When was the last time you saw somebody from government waste, fraud, abuse, investigating your political opponent with the FBI? When was the last time you saw one of those people pay the price?
Never.
Did anybody think of that?
Never.
Has any of them went to jail? Has any of them paid a fine?
Not
No,
that I
they
know
get their
of.
hands slapped. They get censored by nasty Nancy Pelosi, right? Man, what's wrong? That's why we don't trust our government, because they don't have any accountability.
They do
But
stuff,
it's up
just
to us
get
to
away
hold
with
them
it.
accountable. And you know how we're going to do that? That's right. We're going to vote. We're all going to vote. And we're all going to vote red. At least everybody here. So, you know, endless wars, astronomical debt, fighting in the streets, hungry kids. I could probably go on for a long time, right? And I don't want to be a Debbie Downer. Well, that's probably not. I should have used a different term. I don't want to be a downer, because our country is great. And guess what? The best is yet to come. You can just ask Donald Trump, he'll tell you. So ask yourself, since I'm talking to grandparents, parents, and future families, ask yourselves, is this what my parents wanted for me? Is what's going on in our country right now what my parents wanted for me?
No.
Any takers? Are you happy with what we got? No. Is this what you want to pass on to your youth, to our kids? I don't. Look, there's a lot of kids here, and I'm glad they're here because they're seeing the reality. So ask yourself, is this what I want to pass on to my kids? I don't think so. So the easy thing to do, blame the current administration, right? It's all Donald Trump's fault. 3.5 years into it, and he is the devil, according to the left, right? And my opponent, absent Rick Larson, and the media, boy, they just sure love doing it, don't they? But let's ask the real question. Who's responsible for the last 20, 30, 40 years of bad political policy? Is it Donald Trump? Yeah, it's a lot of Democrats. Well, there's some Republicans in there, too, that did a pretty bad job. I'm not going to lie. But the fact of the matter is, it's not Donald Trump. It's not all of us who are trying to run. It's career politicians. It sure is, right? It's career politicians, which brings me to this. We keep voting for the same people year in, year out. They have the same mentality. They have the same ideas. They go in with the same prospects. And yet we get the same thing. Has anybody ever thought about that? What's the definition of doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result? Insanity, yeah, it truly is. And I think it's insane. If it's not totally insane, it's at least crazy, right? So we need to get out there and do that. So here we are. A big group of people that all have a common goal, that all want to get to a certain place. So how are we going to do that? I'm going to go right back to the beginning of my conversation. We're going to do that through teamwork. So what we need is we need to elect Lauren Culp governor.
Yeah.
We need to elect Joshua Freed lieutenant governor. And you guys know where I'm going with this, right? We need Matt Larkin. We need Chris Leba. We need Sue Kell, I can't say her middle name, Pedersen. Right? We need these people. We need these people. We need Ron. We need Bill. We need everybody. We need me. We need Jeff Beeler from the 1st District, right? Because even if Donald Trump wins and Lauren Culp wins, if we don't have the House and the Senate, we're still spinning our wheels. So we need a lot of people. So I would encourage us to all be on the same team. You guys, the candidates are. We're all on the same team. But you guys need to be all on the same team. I'm usually a lot more fired up. I told myself I'd be a little more passive in somebody's backyard. I don't know if you guys have seen me at some of the cult rallies and some of the other things I do, but I told myself I'd be a little more passive. So, here's where the rubber meets the road. Yes, the candidates are on the same team. Yes, you guys are on the same team, but now the candidates need your help. We need people to go out and knock on doors. We need people to donate. We need people to help. So, my name is Tim Hazlow, and I am your candidate for the 2nd Congressional District. And I've got a different mindset. I'll do my best. I'll do my duty. I've done it for the last 30 years, and I'm going to continue to do it. And then when I'm done, I'm going to be happy to come home. I'm going to be happy to come home. So, once again, I ask for your support. I ask for your vote. I just talked with absent Rick Larson earlier today, and the little veins were popping out of his head. I don't know if I made him mad or what, but get busy. Get out there. Talk to some people, and encourage these guys right here to do the right thing and get out there and talk to everybody they can. Thank you very much.